Let's talk about something that deeply impacts the lives of many people but often doesn't get the attention it deserves: the absent mother syndrome. If you've ever felt an inexplicable emptiness or struggled to form healthy relationships, this video might help shed some light on those feelings. Absent mother syndrome isn't necessarily tied to physical absence. Often, it's about emotional absence. A mother who, despite being physically present, couldn't provide the emotional presence needed for a child's healthy development. This can happen for various reasons: a mother dealing with her own challenges, such as depression, anxiety, or even societal pressures that distance her from emotional connections with her children. The effects of this emotional absence can be deep and long-lasting. Many people who grew up with an emotionally absent mother report a constant feeling of emptiness, difficulties trusting others, and a sense of not being loved or valued enough. This feeling often carries over into adult relationships, where they try to fill the void left by the absence of unconditional love. This situation can create a cycle of constant validation seeking. Some people try to fill the emptiness by becoming overly independent, while others find themselves in toxic relationships, settling for less than they deserve because they believe that's the most affection they can get. It's painful to live like this, always feeling that something is missing or that you are not enough. A mother's emotional absence also has a direct impact on self-esteem. As children, we absorb everything around us like sponges. If a child doesn't receive the necessary emotional validation, they may grow up believing they're unworthy of love, that something is inherently wrong with them. This belief can persist into adulthood, manifesting as self-critical thoughts and difficulty accepting compliments or recognition. Many people dealing with absent mother syndrome feel the need to constantly prove their worth. This drive to seek approval can show up in different areas of life: at work, in friendships, or in romantic relationships. This relentless need to be perfect, to please others at all costs, can be exhausting and extremely damaging to mental health. Moreover, the emotional absence of a mother can make it difficult for someone to set boundaries. Those who grew up with an emotionally absent maternal figure may have learned that their needs aren't important or that expressing emotions isn't worth it because it won't be met with an appropriate response. This can lead to imbalanced relationships, where the person always prioritizes others at their own expense, avoiding conflict and suppressing themselves to maintain peace. You might ask yourself, how can I overcome this? How can I break the cycle? First, it's important to acknowledge this pain. Sometimes, the hurt we feel isn't fully understood, but naming it is a huge step forward. Seeking support, whether through therapy, support groups, or open conversations with close ones, can be incredibly helpful. The goal is to rebuild that sense of safety and affection within ourselves, even if it wasn't provided by our mothers. Therapy can be an extremely valuable tool in this healing process. A therapist can help identify behavioral patterns formed in response to a mother's emotional absence and work on replacing them with healthier ways of thinking and acting. Therapies like cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, can be particularly effective in changing how we see ourselves and others, as well as reframing painful experiences from the past. Another crucial step is learning to develop self-compassion. Often, those with absent mother syndrome are extremely critical of themselves, treating themselves with a harshness they would never direct at others. Learning to be kind to yourself, to acknowledge your emotions, and to accept that it's okay to have flaws can be a powerful step toward healing. Self-compassion means recognizing that all humans are imperfect and that we all deserve love and respect, even when we make mistakes. Building healthy relationships is also a fundamental part of the healing process. This might mean redefining existing relationships by setting clearer, more assertive boundaries, or even letting go of harmful relationships. It can also mean creating new connections based on respect, reciprocity, and mutual support. Healthy relationships are those in which both parties feel seen, heard, and valued. Understanding that a mother's emotional absence doesn't define your worth is essential. Often, we carry guilt or believe that, somehow, we didn't deserve that love. But the truth is, every one of us is worthy of love and connection. Healing involves accepting this truth, understanding that what we lacked wasn't our fault, and seeking the healthy connections we can build throughout life. It's important to note that healing is not a linear process. There will be good days and bad days. There will be moments when it feels like all progress has been lost, but these moments are part of the journey. What matters is continuing to move forward, even when the path feels difficult. Over time, the pain transforms, and what once felt like an insurmountable emptiness begins to be filled with self-love, new experiences, and new connections. Practices like meditation and mindfulness can also be incredibly beneficial. These practices increase awareness of your feelings and thoughts, helping you identify negative patterns and replace them with a healthier perspective. Meditation can calm the mind, reduce anxiety, and allow for a deeper, more meaningful connection with yourself. Another powerful tool is self-care. Often, those who grew up with an emotionally absent mother struggle to prioritize their own needs. Practicing self-care means taking time for yourself, whether it's to do something you enjoy, to rest, or simply to care for your body and mind. It's a way of affirming to yourself that you are important and deserve care. If you resonated with any part of this video, know that you're not alone. Many people share this experience and are also seeking understanding and healing. Leave a comment, share your experiences. It can help not just you but also others facing similar situations. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more content about mental health. And if you want to continue your journey of self-discovery, I recommend watching the linked video on family relationships and how they impact our adult lives. Remember, you deserve love, care, and attention. We are all in this journey of healing and growth together. If you're seeking support, remember that reaching out for professional help is not a sign of weakness but of courage. Taking care of your mental health is one of the most important decisions you can make, and the benefits can transform your life. Be patient with yourself and remember that even in pain, there's always a path to healing. You don't have to face this alone. There are people ready to help and resources available, whether through mental health professionals, support groups, or educational content like this. Every step you take toward healing is an act of self-love, and that is something to celebrate. For those who grew up without a mother's emotional presence, it is possible to rewrite your story. We can't change the past, but we can choose how we respond to it in the present. We can choose to seek the connections we didn't have, cultivate the self-love we were denied, and create a future where we feel seen, valued, and loved. Remember, the journey may be long, but you are not alone. Every step, every small victory matters. Above all, you deserve to be happy and feel whole. We are here to support each other on this journey. Thank you for watching. If this video helped you in any way, share it with someone who might need to hear this message. Let's spread the importance of mental health and support those who need it most. Until the next video.